Is there gold in them there hills? Well, by gingles, there are. Let's find out more. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you to be a live video guest on this show. Talk about anything you want to talk about. You can be a creator, you can be you can just be anybody you want to. We can talk about topic of the day, we can talk about personal promotions you'd like to go over, we can talk about the weather, just anything that strikes your fancy. I am your host, Jim, and I am here to learn and talk to you about you for at least the next hour. Now, joining is very easy. In fact, all you need to do is use this link right here. There's also one in the description. It'll take you right to Zoom. You'll download Zoom if you don't have it. If you do, it'll take you straight to the meeting, and you will show up on my screen, and we'll bring you on. Hey, Spencertainment TV, how are you, my friend? Flash in your pan, gold, gold, gold. I tells you. Oh, man, Champworks Garage. No, I'm not a millionaire. I'm working on that, though. I am absolutely working on that. Ed, I just got done watching your video, and even though I had planned on, God, I got to fix this thing. And it's all in the screws, my friends. And even though that your video was awesome, I only got through to about 5 minutes before I had to start getting ready for this. But let me fix this. But yeah, dude, I was digging it. Thanks for the shout out. And we'll get to the rest here in a minute. But yeah, if you haven't checked out Ed's video, I'll link it in the description. Ed is with Flash in Your Pan. And he was the catalyst behind this. We ended up down in Morgan Monroe State Forest Saturday morning, and this was a weekend event for the Central Indiana. What is it? Gold Panners Association? Correct? I'm doing fine. Spencer Entertainment TV. Spencer Entertainment TV. I'll get that right. You'll actually learn quite quickly that it's hard for me to pronunciate a lot of these things that I see come across my board here. But yeah, so it finally happened. Ed asks me out to go panning for gold, and Gold Prospectors Association. That's it, not panning. Duh. Association of America. It was the Central Indiana chapter. Met some great folks out there. Took some pretty good video. Ed probably got better footage than I did. Here's the thing about me and trying to do off live is that I'll start out great and I'll be taking all kinds of video, and then whatever it is that happens between that and the end of the day, I'm like, oh crap, why wasn't I running with my? Oh, you're just done with YouTube right now? How come? Well, we'll get into that in just a minute, Spencer Entertainment. So yeah. I'll film, but then I'll completely forget the center. But I do have some good open and close footage for you guys that I'll try to put together in a compilation of sorts. Right now, my computer doesn't want to recognize MTS, which is what the old Sony produces. But the MP4s they work, and without, let me see if I can go to this real fast without it blowing us out. Yeah. There you go. I'm just panning around. This is at the you can see the shelter right. Oh no, we were actually getting ready to head out. So just a short clip. Burnt out. That's too bad, my friend. That is too bad. You ought to come on the show and tell us about it when you're ready. But anyway, we get down there about 9 o'clock, and we were so deep, we were right in the middle where the really close to the what is it called, the forestry station, right, the headquarters, and of course we all gathered and talked about the outing, and then we all split up, and and in groups of anywhere from well, one to I think we might have had one of the largest groups. I think what did we have, Ed? We had about six of us out there, didn't we? And me being a greenhorn, um, I had to watch, listen, and learn, and by gosh, I did. I mean, it was fascinating, the things you learn about what might happen to one of the heaviest um, what is the heaviest minerals on Earth. I mean, it's not mercury, but certainly gold is one of the heaviest. And you start learning about where it might fall, and you start looking for those telltale signs. I was literally fascinated, and couldn't get enough information. I just was a veritable sponge. Of course, being out back, out in the yeah, 6 or 7. Yeah, being out in the woods to me is the best thing in the world anyway. And any excuse I have to get out into the woods, I am all over it. I am here to tell you, I am all over it. And so I was really looking forward to this, and it did not disappoint. Did not disappoint. I'll go into the details later, but let me just throw out. Um, Platinum's about the heaviest, Ed says. Good to know. See, I'm learning every single day when it comes to, I would say, hobbyist geology. Feel free to use that. No trademark. But yeah, the what I really was interested in learning how to do was this guy right here, and this is your typical gold pan. Got her all seasoned up, Ed. I'm ready for my next trip, man. I got all three of them seasoned up, as a matter of fact. Took some Scotch Brite pads to it, gave it a good rough up, and made sure that the water no longer beaded. And I'm here to tell you that I did what a lot of new folks don't, and I had plenty of guidance from the guys. I mean, they've been out there, I don't know how long, doing this sort of thing. We didn't actually talk about how long they'd been panning, but I found gold. I literally found some gold. It was awesome. Now, granted, it was just a couple of flakes, um, mixed with a nice little garnet, a beautiful little garnet, just real nice and clear ruby red. But man, it was fun. So we travel about Ed. What would you say that was? Mm, that was a good 3/4 mile, I'd say, off of the main road. Back in the bush, back right next to a creek, and of course, there are several good places. Now keep in mind that this is public land, and it gets used a lot for all sorts of activities. You'll find people out there metal detecting. You'll find them out there hunting. In fact, I had to stop hunting on public land. It was assholes and elbows, and I'm not into, beating people up for space. So, um, the constant search for private land is always at the forefront. Well, so this is public land, so you know that a lot of people have already hit this pretty hard over the years. Yep, 3/4 mile at least. Yep. But still, to even find anything was a treat. And of course, they're doing all kinds of fun stuff that I had no clue. Ed had a sluice box down there. It was a little tiny one, and they used that just for a little bit. They were cutting shale and throwing it into buckets and stuff. And I'm like, wow. When some of us lay people think about digging for gold, or I'm sorry, panning for gold even, or just digging, we're thinking of you're going to be in the creek, right? You're going to pull out a ping pong sized nugget, but that's not the case at all. I mean, and you're probably not going to get rich doing it, but the treasure is in the volume of the small ones, which is awesome. I would imagine in this sort of thing. Now, if you go and watch a lot of gold panning videos, you're going to be disappointed when you get out there, because they're going to be up in Alaska, gold mines where there's just going to be nuggets still left over, and they're going to find them. But here in the what I deem the flatlands, you're not probably not as likely. So, beyond that, don't get into the sport. More room for us. And I do look at it as a sport, right? There's it's physical activity. There's a quarry. There's a goal. it is a sport of sorts, but it's certainly a hobby. But man, it was fun. Man, it was fun. Now I only got to splash out about oh, I want to say 6 or 7 pans, and 2 or 3 of those produced. And like I said, they were flex. And then what you do is you draw them up off your pan into a snuffer or sniffer bottle. And if you look real close, you probably won't even see it. But if you look real close, that little black mark right there on my nose, that's that garnet. That is that garnet. But there are also flakes of gold in there. Totally cool. Totally cool. One of the best things about this, and Ed didn't even tell me this, is that I happen to be the uh, take a vet gold panning participant. I had no idea, Ed, that you were doing that, and which was awesome. I knew you were going to give me some complimentary stuff. That was fantastic. And I forget the uh, Ed, put the if you can put the link of the e-commerce store that provided this. I can't think of it off the top of my head, um, and I don't want to say it wrong, but that's okay, Spencer Entertainment TV. I'm gonna go check out your channel though. I want to see what you were up to. Any channel that's got TV at the S end of it's got to be good. Yep, take a vet prospecting project. Now, who supplied the materials? I forget what that was. Now that Spencer Entertainment, that's a good question for Ed. Now, Ed, you're gonna love this, man. I've already been shopping. In fact, I bought today a classifier. Damn straight, man. I bought a classifier today because I figure, this as a starter kit is fantastic, but I don't want to be picking out all those big rocks by hand. Also, I already have a small shovel, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm already thinking about what kind of things I'm going to need for a small kit. I think I'm going to get a seat top for one of my 5 gallon buckets, and maybe yeah, I know, man. I was like, I was looking at that, going, I could just pan anywhere I wanted to. Wait, oh, I don't have a classifier. So yeah, that was the first thing I did. And I got one of the plastic ones. I wanted one of the stainless steel ones, but I heard a whole bunch of stuff about those popping out. So I went ahead and got one of the full plastic ones, and I think it's 1/4 inch. What is it? Oh five? No, that would be oh five. Oh two five? I don't know. 0.25. um, yeah, so I got one of those real fast, and I'm already looking at backpacks, and I'm looking at bucket accessories. I almost actually went right down the road to um, oh, what's that thing called? See, I'm so new to the sport. I'm forgetting all these things. There it is. Uh, prospectinggear.com. These folks were great. They're they're a sponsor of Ed's, and as part of the Take a Vet um, prospecting, which was me that day. And I imagine I don't know, I didn't see any more, but it was so cool to have that honor bestowed upon me. But what prospectinggear.com donated were 3 pans. I don't know the inches on them yet. This looks to be about a 10, maybe a 12 and a 14, Ed. I'll have to. I know I got the gold bug. I'll have to measure these to be sure. But did you see those? I got a small one, medium, and a large one. Oh, you know what the best part is, Ed? The wife's kind of interested too. She goes, "Is that something you and I could do?" I'm going, "Hell yeah, honey. Hell yeah, it is." But in addition to that, they also supplied a a second uh, snuffer or sniffer bottle, which was awesome, and a, vial vault, which also has 4 of the vials in it. You see, boom, boom, boom. This way, I mean, they're glass. This way that you drop them or something, they're not going to bust on you. Oh, 10, 12, and 15. Okay, good. Thanks, Ed. And they also provided, and I'm going to remember this sooner than later. Um, it's a hand sniffer, but there is a name for there's a medical name for that, and I cannot remember it. Hey, small town Southern housewife. Hey, how are you? You caught me in the middle of a product showcase and some tweezers, which are going to be coming real handy for picking out those small flakes, or the bigger ones that maybe can't fit in the sniffer bottle. So all in all, is fantastic. Oh, and some pay dirt, which I have yet to pan and practice on. Although I did take a little bit out. In fact, my wife, she grabbed the big rocks out of here, cleaned them off, and they're in my kitchen right now. I don't know what she's going to do with them, but they are in there. I think she's a budding junior geologist. Spencer Entertainment TV. I started my channel about the end of November last year. It hasn't been that long. I think we're in month 4 now, if my math is correct. I'm very close to 100 videos published already, which is cool. I couldn't be happier about that. What I do is when I have people on to talk about their story, of course, they when you're on, you're right over here with me. Whoops, over here. And what I'll do is I'll cut those down. I'll get rid of all this babble that I normally go through, and then I'll cut it down to what I call the guest cut. And the guest cut is something that you can actually use on your channel as extra content in a playlist. That way, people learn more about you than they would otherwise. You see, that's part of the fun part of this channel. And I don't care. I don't care if you're a creator. I don't care if you're you just want to promote your business, or you just, like I said, chew the fat, talk about the weather. It doesn't matter to me. So you've been on 3 years, and I know Ed's been on since '08. Yeah, but there's a name for it, ChampWorks, and I can't remember what that name is to save my life. But anyway, I mean, it'd be real good if you didn't have your sniffer bottle handy, or transferring it straight in there. No, but it was such an honor and such a good time. Like Ed said, we went down there and we just started working like we'd been friends for years. Ed's a great guy. Jesse was down there. Luke and Ed. Forgive me, I'm horrible with names. Oh, who else was there? Yeah, you can put that in the on our team. That is team or group. Okay, so you've done it for about 3 years now. That's awesome. Like I said, I'm gonna go visit your channel. In fact, I might just do it now. All right, there we go. But yeah, what a great day. What a great, fantastic day. If I didn't have anything, or if I didn't have to do what I had to do Sunday, I would have come back just because the company was great. They had drawings. Ed won 2 nuggets on the drawings. Congratulations to you, my friend. Killed it. Just killed it. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, I forgot about Patrick, and of course Dano, and I said Jesse. Yep, Jesse didn't do any painting. Nor did Dano, if memory serves. But or wait, there's one more that we're missing. I can't remember the guy who was doing a whole lot of, the guy who had the mini dredge. What was his name? 345 videos. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's a lot for 3 years. No, it wasn't Luke Duke. It was the other guy. It was oh shoot. I didn't see him toward the end of the day. I think he left after that. Yeah, the hand dredge. He only used it for a very short time, and then he went on to just straight pan. Oh, Neil. Okay. Yep, Neil. Yep. So Neil and Dano and the guys. I mean, what a great group of guys. I mean, for the most part, the day was one to teach me how it's done, and then two, just to hang out. It wasn't that cold out that day. It was just beautiful. Oh yeah, yeah. And you're not alone. Some of my earlier guests, they're also in school, and we see them here every once in a while now that school's back in because they were here a bunch during Christmas break, but they've got a lot of schoolwork to take care of. So I totally get that. Totally get that. Yeah, that's pretty. We did a whole bunch of talking. Yeah. Oh, what a great time though, Ed. Again, thanks. I can't thank you enough, man. And I know you think you've created a monster, but it was a monster waiting to happen. So don't worry about that. Oh man. On other news, by the way, let's see if I can screw this up nicely. Yeah, the video lines are open. Headshot. So by all means, call in anytime you'd like to. Again, all you've got to do is either put this link into your browser or click the link in the description box. Hopefully it saved it. It gave me some sort of funky message when I tried to save it right before the show. I had so much yet to do before getting ready. That's always the case, though. It seems like there's so much to do, and I have to figure out why this is doing that. Was that spooky? Oh, it wasn't spooky. It was just reverb. It's funny. The XR18 has just an unbelievable amount of effects you can put on things. And for some reason, I'm using three. I've got a de-esser on there because that can. Well, of course. Hang on just a minute there, my friend. Um, yeah, so it's got so many different effects. I'm only using three: a de-esser, a stereo compressor, and just a bit of reverb to give body. And that one I just started playing with, and this is years ago. Oh, look who we have! It's my old buddy Ed. How are you tonight, my friend?
I'm doing very good, Jim, and I'm so happy you had a good time. I'm stoked. Uh, Turned another one on to gold prospecting.
You did. Like I said, you created a monster, and like I said, don't feel bad because it was an addiction waiting to happen.
And yes, your wife can get involved. And look at Kathleen and Shad Biffle.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Uh,
yeah.
she's a go-getter, man. I've seen that gal wade across muddy high waters to get to places,
Really.
dredging at mid flood stages and stuff. They're fairly green horns still. They've been into the lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
about 4 years now.
Oh, okay. Well, they actually, if memory served, they killed it, didn't they? I mean, they had a pretty nice
Yeah,
little.
they did pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they worked a lot more than, like, let's say I did, because I barely did anything. Um, I I spent a lot of time hiking in, getting hungry, and going, "Oh crap! I left my food in my truck," and hiking back to the truck and back. Uh,
Yeah, you were going a long time, man. Like we said, we thought you stopped and started yapping with the other
well,
folks.
I did stop for a minute with the Biffles,
Mm-hmm.
because they're also Ohio State Prospectors Association members with me,
Oh, okay.
along with the Buckeye chapter that I belong to, and they're good friends at Gold Prospectors Radio
Yeah, yeah.
and their channel, the Wandering Buffaloes. Uh, but they're part of our community here in Ohio, And yeah, of course, I stopped. I visited a little. Actually, I creeped up on them with my phone, and I'm like, all right, we're coming upon the elusive wandering buffalo. Uh, but then another guy, Derek, him and John Leach.
Hmm.
They're a couple of people from
Oh,
Indiana. John lives more up by Indy, more closer to Patrick,
uh-huh.
and 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 Derek lives really close to where we were. It's like in his backyard.
Oh,
10
yeah. Yeah.
or so. I think he lives over by Gatesville General Store,
Mm.
more by Asheville. Um, but yeah, I didn't think I stayed and chatted that long. I know I can be bad. You're evident. You know that firsthand. Um,
Yeah,
I,
you're never going to get any complaints from me, not on this
I
channel.
I do have the gift of gab, but but on the way back, I didn't stop for no one. I'm like, I gotta get back, and I was Sasquatching through the woods back. I mean, I was taking pretty healthy strides.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Jesse was right. Jesse, when we first started, he's like, we're not gonna do much panel.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's it's our second time out, but with the group, like an outing, meeting, setting, it's our first time out for 19.
Oh, okay.
We've been to No Tell'em Creek
Hmm.
uh, at the beginning of the year when we had that nice warm spell.
Yeah.
We were like, let's take advantage of it. Let's go. Boom. And there we got down to business.
Hmm.
Jesse and Dana were working over here on a little gravel point bar. I was on a nice bend in the creek working it, and we worked. We literally worked, and we got some pretty good color.
Uh-huh. Cool. Cool. Um, oh yeah, there they are.
My precious.
Oh man, that is so nice. And like I said, and I told you as soon as we were done, that the rest of my weekend when I wasn't, working around the house was going to be devoted to watching all kinds of panning channels, and I did not disappoint, man. I was completely engrossed in them, just sucked right in. Um,
Welcome to the lifestyle, my
I know it's. I don't want to say it's horrible because it's not. Spencer Entertainment TV. I don't have the horn like Pusa. It's just a sound effect though. All my stuff are sound effects except for the reverb. And where I'm at, let's see. Ed, you're somewhat central Ohio, right?
friend. West Central
West
Ohio.
Central, yeah. Um, let's see, it was near 50 today and probably 30 when we woke up. So, that's pretty standard for mid-March. Maybe it should be maybe a little bit warmer. He was just asking what the weather was.
Oh, when I woke up, it was like 21 degrees. When I got to the job site, 27.
Mm,
And it warmed up pretty quick. By lunchtime, I shed a few layers.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
A lot like out on the stream
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
day.
I didn't have to shed any clothes that day. I was completely. I had 3 layers on, but they were relatively thin, and I had my jacket in the truck. But by the time we pulled up to the parking spot, I didn't even need that. Didn't even need that. God, it was a lot of fun though. I mean, like I said, a day in the woods with some good company that made it all worthwhile. I wouldn't even have
Well,
cared if we wouldn't have pulled out any flakes.
in our lifestyle, to be honest, I won't call it a hobby gym
Hmm.
because it's more consuming around me than just a mere hobby.
Yeah,
With me, it's more of a lifestyle.
sure, sure.
Everything's gold. My channel's gold. You should see my shop one day. You'll have to, if you're ever up near my neck of the woods, you're more than welcome to stop by, Jim. I could swear I've known you for decades.
I know, right?
Uh, I saw you there, and I'm like, excellent. You did show up, awesome. And we clicked like we have from the get go on your show.
Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't doubt I would show up, did you?
No, not really.
I'm a man of my
I
word.
was really confident you showed up. You said you're going to. I and I'm like, but regardless, even though how confident I was, you had that little like.
Oh yeah.
It was great to meet you in person finally,
Well,
and
I have a distinct feeling it won't be the last, Ed. In fact, we still have a trip coming up here.
oh yeah,
I
to No Tellum Creek,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that will be we'll be talking a lot less there, buddy.
That's fine. That's
Unless
fine.
it be over our equipment.
Or
And
or take.
yeah, uh, it's just gold.
It's just gold.
Uh, we'll find more.
Yeah, oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah. In
Actually, when I got home, or no, I was driving home from Patrick's.
hmm
Patrick and Wendy's House for the Wayward Prospectors, as I fondly call
Uh-huh.
it. It's where we stay whenever we're in that area.
Right, right.
Um, I'm like, because Patrick said, oh, they pretty much gave you all the gold they found from what he.
Luke gave me a bunch, and I got one from well, not a bunch. He gave me a couple flakes, and then I got a flake from Neil. But the other three or four flakes, they actually showed up in my pan.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you actually found some, and I
Hmm.
was stoked for you.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I had a Spectre too in my snuffer bottle. I could have add to his
Oh
kitty too.
no, 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 no. I actually felt real guilty about, when they say, "Oh, go ahead, go ahead." I'm like, "No, you found that. You did the work for it." I literally felt guilty about it, but I knew what they were doing. They wanted me to feel good about my take.
Well, you didn't get skunked. None of us got skunked,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Well,
that
except
was
for Jesse, but he never put a line in the water.
yeah. I think Jesse just hiked in a bunch of stuff that sat there on the bank.
Yeah, yeah.
He talked and looked for geos, and that was an interesting place. But that device I was using, the Gold Ram, it's not a sluice.
Oh, it's not.
It's a through pan.
Oh, oh, okay, okay. Yeah, see, I'm learning more about the vernacular as we go on, but
Yeah,
um,
but you'll get your chance to use a sluice, and when we're on No Tellum Creek, you'll get a chance to use a dredge, a
uh-huh.
anchor, and some other goodies. And we'll move quite a bit more material, and we will find more gold.
Cool. I'm already working on building my own hand dredge. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That kind of build is right up my alley.
Oh, I love it. I
and
love
and I want the one-way valve into the 5 gallon, because what he does, right, he pans that material, which has already been classified by but it's also sucking out of the crevices and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, I'm building one, man.
it. The hand dredges are a little tiring on the shoulder, but they have their place.
Yeah, yeah.
I have four of them. I actually had one back in my truck.
Oh, you did? You just didn't get it out?
Yeah, it was a real basic one.
Hmm.
And I didn't really bring it because of the looks of the bedrock.
Oh,
Uh, remember how I was talking this bedrock? was more scaled and everything was flat, fractured
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like a shale sheet
Yeah.
instead of having some nice tracks that you could actually get in and work. It
Mm-hmm.
would scale more like this. So the fractures were different. Beautiful place, first time there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's
I
right.
would love to get back down there again, but you know, that place is for pans only.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but it's nice to get back to the basics once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just wait until we go to No Tell'em Creek.
I can't wait.
Actually, Patrick's wants us to go next week.
Oh, he
But
does that soon.
I know Patrick. You'll find out. Patrick goes out quite often.
He was a beast, man, up on that shore, going through that shale. He was a
Oh
beast.
yeah, he was scaling it and
Hmm.
collecting the dirt, and he he was a man on the mission.
He was.
Uh, Me, it was nice. I got to meet you, which was great.
Uh-huh.
Luke Duke has been part of my community for well over a year now,
Oh, awesome.
and I met him for the first time over the weekend.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And and then there, as you could tell, I'm sure there were a lot of people there already. I do know personally,
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Thomas and
Hmm.
Jeffrey. So many. Neil, I've met him before,
Hmm.
but then John Leach. There's so many people that I've come across at gold shows and outings, and a lot of them watch my videos.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, they walk up to me and talk to me like I've known them. They've known me for years.
Well, it's like being a personality on television, man. I mean, people think they know you. They really do, even just from watching your videos. And by the way, Drone Kings and Darwin, good morning to you. Good evening to us. Thanks for stopping by, my friend.
Hey, Drone Kings, welcome back.
But yeah, it's a really strange thing that because when I was working in broadcast television, the same thing happened to me. I would be on every once in a while, right? Because I did a lot of their web stuff, and so then I was the promotion head for that, and I would be talking to people and like just like that. They remembered seeing me on those commercials, and they talked to me like they knew me. It was really really strange. So. Well, of course, my
I
channel wasn't not old enough for that to happen over the weekend.
Well, never know when you start your new prospecting channel. But
Yeah, yeah, I've got to think of that name I had. I thought that name was brilliant. I'll remember it soon.
but that's why I do say it has happened, and you know, I after I say may you always have a flash in your pan,
Hmm.
kind of like a double catchphrase type thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, Maybe one day too, because it has been known to happen. I'll meet you on the river.
I love that
It,
as a tag.
it happens a lot.
Yeah.
I've been, well, where we were is 3.5 hours from my house.
Hmm.
Another place we go to down in Bainbridge, Ohio, which has pretty good gold. Um, it's a little east of Cincy.
Hmm.
And I was walking the creek, heading down towards where Dano and another YouTuber friend of ours from Tim for Gold.
Hmm.
Tim and Sarah were working,
Yeah.
and this guy Kevin, yeah, I'm 99.9% sure his name was Kevin. Uh, he was working classifiers, and uh, I'm like, oh, those look just like mine, and he goes, they should be. Uh, I made them after I saw your video on them.
Well, I was there, wasn't I? Because I remember that conversation.
That one actually had that time happened several years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody said the same thing Saturday to you. Something very similar about they watched one of your videos and learned how to do it. And I still have to binge watch your channel,
Well,
especially
like
the
I
Ed in the
said,
Shed series.
yeah, that's my do-it-yourself for the prospector on the budget.
Hmm.
Let me see. I have, oh my God, like, what is it, 447 videos? 547 videos?
547.
Something like that.
That's cool.
That isn't all, of course, Ed in the Shed,
Yeah. Oh
but
yeah. Yeah.
another day on the stream, and
Hmm.
then we have prospecting with Ed and Jesse, which that has changed and morphed to Midwest Prospecting Adventures
Mm.
since we brought Dano on board with us.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Because you can't have very well prospecting with Ed and Jesse if Dano's there too. It'd be kind of rude.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Hey, Mitten Dad. How are you, my friend? Oh, he says he was hoping to go on live tonight, but just finished cutting the last video and posting it. Took a couple hours. Yeah, that's the beauty behind live live streaming. Echo Swift, the my first merch purchaser. He says he's wearing it right now. I gotta have a picture of that, my friend. I gotta have a
Sweet,
picture of that.
sweet.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, remember how I talked about the cups, Jim?
yeah.
I'm totally bummed.
Oh, don't worry about it. And what I really wanted to do is I wanted to exchange addresses, which we didn't. So you'll have to email me, um, and we'll trade addresses because I want to send you a mug too.
Well, I got my mugs because my package came back returned to sender.
Oh, I did. Oh,
I sent Nick and Dee a shirt, a cup, some gold,
uh-huh.
and a shitload of M&Ms.
And it got
And
returned?
and it's the address Nick gave me for a place in Arizona where he was going to be until Wednesday.
Oh.
It was supposed to be there Saturday. And I'm like, okay, Nick, I mailed it out. Be there by Saturday. Priority mail. He's like, perfect. And then I saw it on my porch, and I'm like,
Oh.
sucks.
That does
But
suck. You don't want to send it overseas.
no, I sent them a package to Thailand already, and
Oh,
they
you did?
never got it.
Oh man. That's
Uh, it could be, who knows? Maybe they'll get it in a year or two, but I'm sure someone stole it.
probably probably.
Because I sent a package to Busted Knuckles Prospecting in Australia like 3 months ago, and he still hasn't got it.
Mm. Wow. Oh, Echo Swift. Hey, if my DM shouldn't be closed. I've been talking to Dave, the producer, for the last few weeks. But hey, right over there is my email address. Video calling at Gmail. Send that picture to that one if you would. I'll pop it up if you don't want to show your face. That's cool. I'll make sure that's pixelated. But I want to see it. I mean, that's so cool, and I can't thank you enough. That's awesome, dude. Said it's so soft inside, Ed. Woody Acres. Woody Acres? Is that what you Mitten Dad? You know Mitten Dad, don't you, Ed?
Oh, I've seen him around, yeah, quite a bit actually.
Yeah, he's looking to change his channel focus and his name to match. And I guess those might be the front runners. Gold Creek Acres, Gold Creek Outdoors, Wooded Acres, Woody Acres. Cool.
Nice, nice. I've seen him around the Niminati community.
Yeah, yeah. I checked into his one of his live streams. I think it was last night. They were discussing names and focus. I came in late, so I didn't have anything to add. Sorry about that, Mid and Dad. I tried, dude. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me type that in for you, Echo.
Yeah, I was trying to get that video done. I came back from Patrick's. I went out to my shop. I did a wrap up,
Hmm.
you know, gave the shout outs that I wanted to, like to Thomas, you, and then there's an actually Dyer Prospecting. It's a buddy of mine from Ohio on Father's Day weekend. I'm going for sure.
Mm.
It's down in Greensburg, Indiana. Um, I don't remember the name of the creek right
Of
offhand.
course, you wouldn't want to say it anyway.
No telling creek. It has some pretty good gold. It's the same creek that um, Jim McIntyre has Cottonwood Trails
Uh-huh.
Gold Clear Pond, which he was at the meeting.
Mm.
um, he also sells Kraken pay dirt.
Oh, okay.
It's a pay to dig place. You pay $10 a dig per day.
Hmm.
You camp for free.
Oh, okay. It's not peppered, is it? I mean, you're literally uh still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not peppered, right? It's not like a pay lake. It's fresh dirt.
Oh, it's you mean like salted?
Salted, yeah. Hmm.
No,
Oh, okay.
what you find was placed there about 10,000 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm going out with the shotgun, blasting the gravel bars with gold shot.
Mm. Well, it's that would be fun if it were fresh. I don't. It's like pay lakes, you know. I just don't dig pay lakes. If I'm gonna fish, it's
You're gonna go to a stock lake to fish.
I don't want to go to a stocked lake to fish. No, no, no. It just doesn't appeal to me. I'd rather hit. Well, I mean, that's not to say that most aren't stocked in some way to up the population, but I
I
don't want to
see.
go to a pay lake where they're actually buying fish to bring in there.
I see. Champ Works knows the Greenberg, Indiana fairly well.
Oh yeah, looks like he's done some work down there.
Yeah,
Cool,
but
cool.
Hook, Hook, which you didn't meet Jonathan Perret yet,
Mm-mm.
but Father's Day weekend, Dyer Prospecting is having a second annual outing there.
Yeah.
Um, I'll be there along with Luke Duke,
Mm-hmm.
which you he was with us Saturday,
Yeah.
and hopefully others will come.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's been 4 other RSVPs, so that's better than his first year.
Oh.
So I'm glad for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And and this is down in Greensburg.
Yes.
Cool. Cool.
And there's been some, actually, Luke Duke found a beautiful blade down there.
Mm-hmm.
There's an old wagon trail and a home site on the property you can metal detect along.
Oh, cool.
And some good gold. I've seen some good gold friends have found there. I found some there, but when we were there, the water was like chocolate and
Oh.
really, really high. And we had high bankers with us and not floatable dredges.
Mm-hmm.
So our work area was kind of limited. But I can shoot you some information on that if you like, Jim, through Twitter or something.
Well,
And
you can email it to me too, Ed. Look in the chat later on, and you'll see my email address. It's at the bottom of every
that's
screen.
right here.
Yeah, right over there.
Videocallin@gmail.com.
Yeah, yeah. That's usually the best way to get in touch with me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
there it is. There it is. We may have to go. We may have to go to this.
you're on Facebook too.
Oh, dude, nice choice with the red. Nice choice. Yeah, yeah, but I'm more active on Facebook, or I'm sorry, on email than I am on any of the other social media platforms.
Okay, well, you know your medium's the best and the best way to get a hold of
Yeah, that definitely is the best way to get a hold of me. All right, so let's take a look at this real fast. This is used to be Swift TV, now it's Echo Swift. Is that right? Keeps changing my name. Oh, and yes, Echo Swift. I do have Nightbot up and running, and I've really had to uh, pull back on the spam filters because it was shutting people up that should have been shut up. Here we go. Let's take a look at Echo Swift's video call-in swag. There you go. How cool is that? And he went with a red. That looks so good on red, I think.
it. It does look really good.
That
I
is.
would either go with red or blue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Personally, I really like blue, but I like that. I just might have to be one of your customers also.
Cool, dude. Cool.
I really like your logo, Joe.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's as you know, I've done graphic arts for quite a while, and this was I just did this one as a fun thing. I wanted it to be kind of lively.
That's funny. I was saying to Dano and Jesse, we need to get a good shot on the creek of us because Jim talked about doing some header work for us.
Yeah.
And we've been batting it back and close. So I want to get a couple of good pictures of us. And of course, that never happened.
I know, right? It's like I was just saying in the head part of this video. I start out strong, I do my open, I'm running around showing things, and then we get down to meat, and because I'm my worst client, I forget to tape. I didn't tape while we were down on the river much at all. I wanted to tape. Now we did get some good shots of us talking with Jesse and guys in the presentation and that sort of thing, but I wanted to get some panning shots too, and I totally boned it.
Yes, so did I. Then people, for any video creator, I know it's a lot of work. We all know that.
Yeah. Yep.
But on the river, when you're looking for gold, okay, I want to find gold. And sometimes I I've said I'm not doing nothing, no work, just prospecting.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then I bring in my cameras anyway. And then Dano, he's usually one heckling me, going, "Oh, I thought you were going to bring in camera." And then you're like, "Oh, camera angles," and then you need a lot of different angles because nothing's more boring than watching a guy shovel into a hopper from one end.
That.
So you want to do a bunch of different angles, and then there's this angle, that angle.
Hmm.
Okay, what can I think of next? That's why I love live so much.
I do too. Hey, Echo Swift, we will see you later, my friend. Thanks so much for sending that picture. That is awesome. I'm gonna find some way to use that beyond just popping it into to a live stream. That was so cool. We're gonna pop that right back up again. That is so cool. So
Yeah,
cool.
excellent. Wearing your swag.
Wearing the video call in swag. Did you see? I also I created two more different things. I call them collar ballers. They're just t-shirt or they're clothing that has my logo, but instead of the video call-in show, which is beneath it, it says collar baller. You too could be a collar baller. Be exceptional. Be unique. Be a collar baller.
An awesome day, Echo Swift.
Yeah, have a good evening. Hey, Arthur Moorhead, how are you, my friend? Look at that.
Hey,
He's
Arthur.
got the beach happening, the beach scene happening.
Well, when I saw you pop up with there's gold and then he better know I'm gonna call.
I so did. I absolutely knew that you couldn't wait to get on after reading that title. Marketing works, Ed. It absolutely works. Who knew?
Yeah, it was a great weekend, great company, and there's the true treasure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The friends you meet and the places you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now let me ask you this.
Sure.
I'm not gonna talk all night, honey. My producer in the background. Uh,
Tell her we're coming up on the end anyway.
yeah, Jim doesn't stream nowhere near like me. So he has a rigid schedule where we'll go for hours, depending how good it's going. Um, but geez,
What were you going to ask me?
where was I going with that?
You,
Oh
you
yeah, I said something to you,
oh
and
no.
others confirmed about never looking at a stream the same again.
You're asking me if that was right? It's right. It's right. I passed two or three of them on the way to Indianapolis every time I go that way, and I was already thinking them.
Yeah, and it
Yep.
wasn't like where would fish hang out? It's like, oh, I bet you
Yeah.
that gravel bar looks good.
Yep.
Oh, those round river rocks look fine. But you know that little creek we stopped at and talked about the glacial erratics and
Yeah. That little runoff.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that creek intrigues me
Oh yeah.
because a couple others we walked over were all that flat like sedimentary shale
Mm-hmm.
type
Mm-hmm.
slabs.
Yeah.
And that was the only one that was round like glacial erratics.
Mm-hmm.
So that one intrigues me.
Yeah,
That
and you
that
saw
one
the deep holes, man.
I want to go up that little brook,
Mm-hmm.
and you never know what you may find.
That's true. That's true. One of these
There's
days you'll find
a
me
nugget
doing just
out.
that.
There's a nugget out there somewhere,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they're here in Indiana and Ohio.
I know, and I can hardly believe that. I can hardly believe that. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, then I may not have believed it at all.
But remember, there's no gold in Indiana or Ohio. So
Oh, that's
don't.
true. For all of you watching this video, both live and after it's published, good luck finding any gold in Indiana or Ohio. It's just not here. I would suggest you head, I don't know, west or maybe a bit more south in the Appalachians. Okay, you heard it here first.
There's no gold on no telling
Nope.
creeks.
And cut. All right. You can sign off now, folks. But yeah, I'm really looking forward. Hey, if I'm invited to that next that Greensburg thing, let me know, and I'll let you know if my schedule will allow it. Otherwise, let me know when you want to head out with Patrick again in that No Tell 'em Creek that we were talking about.
Oh, definitely.
Sound good?
I'll shoot you my contact information, Jim.
Cool, cool. Yeah, like I
And
said, I want to trade addresses because I'm definitely going to send you one of these mugs. The big ones I was telling you about. The ones that are on Teespring are the smaller ones. But
right.
but these my wife makes. So at where she works. So
Um, yeah, I'll send you my ID and my phone number. Just
cool.
text me the first time you call,
Oh, sure, sure.
or when you reply, send me yours so I can program it.
Okay.
Because I usually don't like, who the hell's that number?
Yeah, until you add it as a contact. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Ed. Well, we're coming up on an hour. I know your producer wants a piece of you. and
Yeah, I
and
was away all weekend, so
yeah. Did you actually stay for Sunday real quick?
no.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
I
if
I got up, I got my camera gear together, packed up because I left my prospecting stuff in my cab,
mm,
but all my camera gear I brought in. So
sure.
I had a tote full of camera gear plus my backpack
Yeah.
camera bag.
Yeah.
So I always bring way too much.
Yeah, I know that.
But
I
you
know that
know,
feeling.
when you don't bring it is when you want it or wish you had it.
Oh, yes.
So,
Oh, yes.
so I packed that up. I wanted to be out of their house by noon.
Mm-hmm.
I was out by a quarter after, which was very out of the normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I was home fairly early. So,
Mm. Oh, that's good. That's good. Made a nice Sunday drive of it, right?
oh yeah, it snowed the whole way. A little
Oh,
north
that's
of
right.
Indianapolis, it was snow the whole
Yeah, I
way.
forgot about that. I forgot
Uh,
about that. And it was following you.
and it got heavier and more the more north I went.
Really?
Because I went up 69 towards Fort Wayne,
Oh, okay.
then
Okay.
cut over on around 224. Actually, between 30 and 224, there's
Mm.
a little country road I could cut off a nice top of the drive on.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I zip across that. But yeah, it was a nice drive in the snow.
Cool.
I
Cool.
woke up to snow this morning.
Oh, you did. No, ours all melted off. So I'm very happy about that.
It snowed last night of about 3/4 of an inch
Oh,
here.
wow. Wow. Sorry to hear that for you. Well, at least you made it home safely. That was the important
That
part.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
That and we'll get out again on. I know we will, and I look forward to it, Jim. Your company, it was it was awesome having you with us. I enjoyed your company very much.
So back at you, my friend. Back at you. I had a great time. You guys are a good group of dudes, and the organization was great. I really did have a good time. I'm looking forward to the next one. I should be better practiced by then. I'll definitely have more equipment by then.
And I'll get together with the boys about another trip soon to
Awesome.
No Tell'em Creek.
Fantastic, dude. Just let
And
me
I'll
know.
let you know about the stuff for Greensburg.
Okay, okay. Yeah, send it to my email address and we'll hook up that way. Sound good?
Yeah,
All right,
sounds
Ed.
great.
Sign us off.
All right, everybody. Until then, may you always have a flash in your pan. And ask Jim, because it happens. Maybe
It
one two will meet you on the river.
well done, my friend. Well done. We'll see you
Thanks,
next
buddy.
time. Thank you. Take care, Ed.
You too, Jim.
One of my favorite guests, ladies and gentlemen. That's Ed from Flash in Your Pan. I'll have a link to his YouTube channel in the description box, and of course some of the other links we've talked about tonight. I'm even going to link up to God, what is his name now? Echo Swift. Thanks to you for sending that picture of that swag. That's awesome. It's so nice to see supporters. You guys are Fantastic. Thanks to everybody in the chat. You guys are great. I'm glad that you may have made some headway with the Mitten Dad. Mitten Dad, you know, you're welcome to come on. And you guys got to remember that when I have a guest on, it's okay to tell me you're ready and you'd like to be on. Dame's World, how are you? It's all fine and good to tell me that you'd like to come on. Ed is kind enough to come on when things are slow. And we'll just yammer about anything. And of course now it's 90% gold, which I'm okay with. But if you guys want to come on, all you got to do is like Nightbot tells you, is use the hashtag I am ready, and you know I'll wrap it up with whomever I might have on, and we'll get you on. All right. Gary Foster's brand animals just got in. Oh, dude, you came in at the end. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I'd like to keep it to about an hour a night, but that doesn't mean I couldn't have 3 or 4 guests in a specific night. So you guys just remember that for next show. But I do that because I've got, you know, I got work to do, got to keep food on the table, and and this for me is a nice sideline to talk to you folks, get you on the chat, have fun with you there, have fun with you on the screen. But for tonight, that's going to do it for me. I'm tired, still recovering from not only this weekend, but certainly from we got our appliances in, and I had to install all those, with the exception of the dishwasher. But don't get me started on that. And I'm whooped. So I'm going to call it a night a night for tonight. Guys, join me again uh, every weekend night or weekday night for 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I I'll be back again tomorrow night. We'll have another subject at hand, and hopefully you guys will join us again. Remember to always treat others the way you want to be treated. If we all did that, the world would be a better place. But good night, folks, and we will see you live.